Today, our hearts are broken and our souls hurt. Our beloved Dr. Roger Slatt, the great Roger Slatt, has started a new journey and he won't be with us anymore. Before saying goodbye, we want to express and share with all of you the lessons and joy that his presence has brought to our life. Dr. Slatt mentored more than 100 students from all over the world, and today we want to celebrate with all of you his contributions to the world, the geology, and especially to our life. As you may know, when you decide to start a graduate program, you sign a contract for 2, 4, or sometimes a few more years to work under the supervision of a professor. The professor becomes your mentor and role model. Once you're ready to face the world, the theory says you graduate, the contract ends, and you go and fly high. However, what we didn't imagine was that Dr. Slatt would become our lifelong advisor, no matter how far we were. Dr. Slatt was our most determined supporter, always co-piloting the ship with us. We will never forget the person that gave us the opportunity to dream big, open his doors to us, offer his time, space, and funds so we can make mistakes and learn from them. The person who taught us the most important lessons in our professional path, lessons that in many times transcended to our personal life. This has been the experience of more than 100 students who were privileged by having Roger Slatt as their advisor. A normal day in Dr. Slatt's life was packed with meetings with students, his own and the ones from other research groups who just enjoyed his wisdom and pleasing personality. It was common to see waiting lines of people standing from his office. Everybody wanted to ask for his advice, to share the newest result on the research with him, or to simply say hi and enjoy a nice chat. Even if you were the last in line, you would have two things guaranteed. One, you will get inspired by his energetic voice, and the second, you would have guaranteed that he will talk to you with the same willingness and charm he talked to the first person in line. That could be hours later, but you would have your turn, for sure. After talking to all the students, he will give the last polish to his slides for the upcoming class, always including the latest knowledge in the field. Once done, off he goes to his reservoir characterization on conventional shales or turbidite class. We had the best and most inspiring memories from his classes. That was the time to sit and enjoy learning. It was in his classes where aha moments were regular and we, the students, would head home full of wisdom. But for Dr. Slatt, his day had just begun after the class was done. After students were gone, he had the time to work on those things professors do and students do not always realize. That includes writing papers and books, crafting piles of proposals to guarantee our funds, reading and correcting our many times not so good reading pieces, answering the hundreds of emails he will easily get per day, and of course, reading and enjoying the latest geological news. There were never too many things that prevented him to fully devote to his students and be always there for us. There is one thing that stands out from Dr. Slatt's personality, and that is very rare to find in anybody else. Dr. Slatt will engage in situations in which nobody else would, just for the sake of fairness and the student's wellness. It will not matter if his statements could result in fewer funds or even controversial situations for him. He will do what he thought was the right thing to do. It takes courage to fight the battles that everybody thinks should be fought, but nobody wants to face. Dr. Slatt will do it for you. He will do what was better for his students, no matter what it took. That is the reason why so many students sought refuge in his group. We saw dozens of students coming to him for help, and he will not think it twice before getting them under his wing. The truth is that you will not feel safer, happier, and more intellectually stimulated in any other place. He will manage to keep you on track, funded, and motivated, even in the most challenging situations frequently encountered in school. Dr. Slatt gave us important lessons on leadership. He was, In fact, an outstanding leader and a pioneer for the geology community. His contributions revolutionized the world and made it possible for a new source of energy for humankind, the unconventional shells. You will not think that someone as brilliant as he was would be so humble and interested in learning from other people. But yet, that was Dr. Slatt. What an honor and an inspiration are to have the pleasure to meeting him and learning from him. Dr. Slatt was a tireless worker and a passionate geologist. There is probably no other place where he will feel happier and more energetic than the field. He will never find good enough reason to postpone a field trip. In fact, going to the field with him will make you forget about rain, cold, or tired legs. You will never see him tired or bored. He was always eager to pass on his love for rocks and outcrops. And if you're not convinced by this time that embarking on a trip to the field with him was an unbeatable experience, the social events he will organize after the trip will make you give it a second thought. There are no events where you will feel more welcome and cheerful than the ones he hosted. He, without any hesitation and with very open heart, opened the doors of his home to host family celebration for his students. For us, international students, this gesture meant that we had a family and a home to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgivings, birthdays, and every other occasion we felt celebrating. He was the head of our American family, and for that, we are forever grateful. Please join us in saying thank you, Dr. Slatt. Thank you for transforming the homes of hundreds of students around the world, and especially for your contribution to the Colombian professional geologists. Your legacy will always live on among us, and we will always strive to follow your example and pass on your invaluable lessons to future generations. Thank you for believing in us and made us see what we're capable of achieving. We are heartbroken, and saying goodbye to you is probably one of the hardest moments we will face in our life. But you are alive in our hearts, and that is our comfort at this moment. Thank you, and please keep guiding us from the stars.